what, you all? I always forget to say, look at what I'm wearing. So guess what I'm going to do? Look at what I'm wearing.
Let's go. Fearfully and wonderfully made. God on my side, I'm never afraid. Right. Walking in purpose and living my destiny. I gotta tell my story. I wanna help somebody. Help somebody be free.
Greetings, Savvy Stylers. Yes, Savvy Stylers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Sharon McDaniel, InStyle PhD, Fashion to Lead. And yes, I called you Savvy Stylers because a couple of you all said we'd like to be called Savvy Stylers. So that's what we'll call you. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. So this is part 2 to how I'm styling what's new in my closet. And so I'm not going to do a lot of talking this time. You're going to really see sort of the video on how I styled the multiple items. But before we do, we're going to get into our leadership minute. It's something that I'm creating just to make sure that we're infusing leadership into our content. So Robert Greenleaf, the father of servant leadership, he talks about this notion of dismantling hierarchical sorts of ways of managing people. He really talks about the inverted pyramid, leading from the bottom up. And he believes that we can get things done if we're working through people instead of dictating and having control and power. So we're going to go over his core tenets. We're going to go over 5 of the 10. And in part 2, we'll go over the next 5. It's important for me to make sure that I'm looking at my phone so I'm not ad-libbing so that you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So he talks about listening, this notion of listening, the genuine commitment to understanding others' perspectives before acting. He talks about empathy, seeing people for who they are, not simply their routine and their product. He also talks about healing, leadership as restoration, mending wounds and fostering wholeness. He talks about awareness, the quiet strength of knowing yourself and the world around you. And then finally, he talks about persuasion, influencing through integrity, wisdom, and example, not authority. So I want you to think about these 5 principles when you're thinking about your leadership. Are you leading from an inverted pyramid, the bottom up or top down? Something to think about. So I hope you enjoyed that leadership minute. It's important to me that I infuse leadership into what I do in fashion as well. So now we're going to go into how I styled the items that I showed you last week. So on to the cutaway.
Here's style number 1. Here's style number 2. Here's style number 3. Here's style number 4. Here is the final style, number 5.
So I hope you enjoyed how I styled the new in pieces in my closet. I really enjoyed putting this together for you. And many of you all have talked about how you appreciate how I style things. And I'm so grateful that you come here every week to see what I'm doing. So if you like what I'm doing, please make sure you like, subscribe, and send it to other folks. We are growing our channel, and I really appreciate each and every one of you Savvy Stylers. So until next time, bye now.
Wow, Sharon, thanks for sharing with us part 2 of how you're styling what's in your closet. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment below, share it with a friend, and of course make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And please remember to visit Sharon's website at www.fashionfusionbyinstylephd.com. We'll see you next time.